Hi friends, I'm Dylan, and you're watching Toy Lips. And today we are taking a look at the Hasbro Marvel Legends Spider-Man No Way Home Armadillo Build-A-Figure series Doctor Strange. Found this guy at Walmart. Walmart because Target doesn't seem to care about anything but Eternals. Anyway, taking a look at this packaging, you can see this nice clean window looking in at old Benny Cumberbatch there. Cummy Bear. Really good likeness already, even inside there. Shot on the side, going to be the same on the other side. Little bit of a read up on the back. Magical. Rest of the figures. And then we're just going to tear into this. Dr. Steve was a fabulously well-to-do surgeon when he wrecked his sports car. Shattered his hands. You know, you're lucky, bro. You're lucky to be alive. Anyway, that wasn't going to work for him, so he searched all over the world for a way to repair these hands. Got into magic, the mystic arts, if you will. Couldn't save his hands. His hands are still garbage for surgery, but they are good for magic. And he is Doctor Strange. Comes with these nice power effects. Ooh, hiding hands already attached to them. Yeah. Maybe that's the magic. He just summons new hands stuck to the magic mandalas. Nice head for the Armadillo. And right out of the package, this is a nice likeness. Several colors here, different shades of blue. Nicely sculpted belt. They've dialed in some little metal pieces on it, but not so on the back, where he also has a hole, probably to port in the cloak of levitation. Yes, which also looks nice. You're trespassing in this city and on this planet. All right, we're all scrubbed in for our surgical study of Stephen Strange, Doctor. The Doctor is looking sharp, too. That is a nice likeness. Mr. Cumberbatch, investigate this whole deal. You can see all these nice folds and everything else in the cloak and the cloakwork. And I'm sure that much of this is reuse from earlier Doctor Stranges. I actually, this is the first one that I have opened. I'm sure I bought at least one other, but at the time I was sort of foregoing the movie Legends, what with there being so many and me having the Hot Toys. But you know, there are just so many now, and I'm just such a sicko. Build-A-Figures being what they are, excuses, you know. God, that looks really nice, though, the patterns on this. Be nice for some more color variation, but what are you going to do? They just, like, checker it with some slightly darker reds. That's just to give you an idea, Hasbro. We'll just talk to you like you don't know, because you don't do it. How insulting, right? So, honestly, a bunch of this is reuse from from the What If series, Strange Supreme, including the hands and the entirety of the lower legs. Boots, which is fine because it is the same character. And again, probably it's reused from earlier movie Doctor Strange figures. But he does look really good. Cuts a really nice figure. By the hoary hosts of Hoggoth. For articulation, the old cloak can just levitate away, because it's what it do. It's its own special entity, and it is a nice pliable plastic. Feels like you would expect it to if you have touched any of the other good doctors. But on this fella proper, head on a ball joint way up here. Hinges back pretty good amount. And look down some. Really good tilt on this thing because it's mounted so high on the peg. So high. No extra neck articulation. Sometimes we're getting that more and more these days. But again, probably more reuse here. So shoulder socketed in, no butterfly or anything like that, but you do get a bicep cut, and I like how it works with the sculpt. Or maybe I don't, because then when you turn it, it really breaks it up. Like it'll come right off of there. It seems like almost. I'm sorry, girl. Go back together. Elbow is double jointed. Can come all the way up like so. And there's almost a cut there where there could be some sort of forearm rotation, but there is not, of course. Hands are pegged in and they hinge in and out. Like you would expect. Same side, or other side, same thing. Like you would expect. Okay, and this is just like socketed into the bottom piece, so it will rotate around, pivots, gives you this little bit of forward motion. Way back. Coming down the deal, this is quite pliable, and we'll get out of the way to reveal upper thigh cuts and double jointed knees. With the look of the heavy fabric, it will restrict you a little bit, but it's fine. It's fine. We do have this prized calf cut at the boot here. That is really nice. As well as some forward, backward, and rocker. Fix yourself, doctor. Flames of the Faltine! For accessories, the Good Doctor does come with a couple of spell effects hands, as well as a couple of gripping, grasping hands. For someone like this, more gesturing hands would always be cool, so at least that's something, and he could, like, rock his bling and whatever. Technically, he also comes with the Cloak of Levitation, as well as the Eye of Agamotto. So, not too shabby in that regard. More spell effects would be cool, some crimson bands and stuff like that. But you could cobble some stuff together from the other crap you might already have. And you could hit that like button. I'd love it. Some people be like, he comes with an extra head. Sure, he comes with an extra head. Sprouts right out of his mystic neck. I'm looking. Don't make me whack you with the Wanda Watum. MCU Doctor Strange is about 6 3/8 of an inch. For comparison, these devilishly handsome doctors are in. We have the original Doctor Strange movie Dormammu Build-A-Figure Wave Doctor Strange, as well as the recently reviewed Strange Supreme from the What If Watcher Wave. Try to keep all that straight. I feel like that they're the same character from different mediums kind of shines through, even though they're all in a plastic medium here. Got my pre-order in for that classic Marvel Legends Strange. What up with it? Next we have Awkwafina, Shang-Chi's Katie. And how about T'Challa Iron Man? Yeah! Continuing with the movie figures, we have the Iron Spider and big-time tall-ass Wolverine. Throwing in a couple of magic-using comic figures, we have the nearly impossible-to-stand tarted-up Scarlet Witch and Handsome Vic, the infamous Iron Man. Of course, the MCU stuff has always run a little small. It does creep up as we go, but I think they're still reusing the original Doctor Stranges, so here we are. Stepping outside the lines, but back into the movies, we have the SH Figure Arts Infinity War Hulk. Just looking super detailed. Love the paint on that. As well as the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Flat Hands Action Comics Superman. From left to right, they are, of course, in 5, 6, and 7-inch scales. For fun, here are the 3 3/4-inch Marvel Universe Doctors Strange. Take 2, they're small. I dig the detail they crammed into these small figures, and they really were getting better all the time. Even if those single-jointed elbows have pins. And to do it up proper, we have the Marvel Legends 2 Emo for Pizza Spider-Man and the Marvel Legends Morning Coffee Mostly Bucky Cap Deadpool. Mystical Pistol Whip. So I'm pretty stoked on this figure. The sculpted detail and the extra paint are great. The spell effects molded to the hands and the pinless joints that we have. Plus this likeness on the head there, that is just almost spot on. That's probably the best likeness I've seen for an MCU Doctor Strange from Legends. I would always sue for an extra head, perhaps in this case like one with the eyes closed, some extra spell effects and hands, and always less reuse if you're straying too far from accuracy, but in this case I think it works. I would give this guy a 4.5 out of 5. I think this is probably the best MCU Doctor Strange figure from Legends. If you already have the last release, he may not be enough of an upgrade, but it is a really solid figure. We'll see what happens next year when the Multiverse of Madness releases. Strange times indeed. Leave a like, friends. I need you. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of this nonsense. And as always, thanks for coming out. Boogum now, baby, you're casting your spell on me.
I said, ogum, ogum, boogum, boogum. Now, baby, you're casting your spell on me. Would you believe, little girl, that I'm crazy about you?